Hi, everybody. Welcome to the panel ATL.
Hey.
I guess we can start by going around. Everybody introduce themselves.
Well, I'll start. My name is Brandon. What's going on?
I'm not sure you got this paper like you read, like you don't know your name.
Oh, well, I don't. That jet got me smeared already.
I'm the lovely Savoi Green.
I know that's right.
It's your boy Hugo.
Come on, Ron.
Oh, Bryan here.
Hello, it's LaKenya.
I guess I'll be the alcoholic Avery, so yeah. Welcome to our show. This is our first episode, so
Yes.
yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work out, but we gonna go with it. We're gonna have a good time.
Gonna be lit.
So, anybody want to start with the first topic of conversation?
All right. I guess we will be talking about why are we single.
Oh, shit.
You can go first since you want to jump into the conversation. You can literally go first. Why are you single?
Tell us. We all want to know. Because you're beautiful.
Well, I live here in Atlanta, Georgia, so it's hard.
Number one.
It's hard to date here in Atlanta.
That's true.
Is it the city?
People is not compassionate, or they're trying to
Speak it.
how can I say
That's true.
looking for a come up, basically. Like you can't find anybody that's really genuine here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's, I don't know. I can't say everybody, but you know, from the women I've met, they fake basically. So I'm just waiting patiently. So that's why I'm single. Really, you can't find anybody that's genuine out here. So or with some substance.
Are you looking?
No, I'm not looking.
I mean, okay.
Not right now.
Not right.
Ever.
What? I don't want. The reason I'm not looking is because we tend to mess up when we be looking.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So I just maybe she'll fall in my lap or something. Or I'm at the laundromat or something. She just happened to, or at the grocery store.
All right, Nick. We just at the laundromat.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I'm not looking because I tend to mess up every time and I pick the wrong one. So,
Speak that.
So I'm patient.
Okay.
Well, Kenya, do you have something to say on that?
She's just fighting for the mic. Just tell us why you're single.
Well, again, I live in Atlanta. Niggas ain't shit for hoes and tricks.
Oh.
I'm looking for a husband.
Come on.
Straight to the point.
Straight to it. I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
You come across women that they looking for that, and they got high standards.
What is
when
a
it
high
comes
standard?
to dating. I mean, some things that y'all ask for, y'all don't even have yourselves.
Lies.
That's good.
That's not just women, though.
Right, I'm saying right.
Yes.
Right.
That's definitely true.
Right.
But he's right about
But
that.
we don't. Our standards are not as high as y'all. We would settle for this.
No.
When you-
I've come across some men with some high standards.
Well, you know.
Elaborate.
I'm about to say, what's the high standard?
What they be looking
What
for?
was his high standards? Like, he wanted you to be CEO of a company?
Pretty
Like,
much.
Oh.
Oh, wow, he the first one ever. Because most men, I would say most men, I know we getting off topic to the first question, but most men like women to just sit at home, so.
And you know what? I think that's what he really wants, but...
He wants the one that's already successful, that way he get
So
her.
he thinks. I don't think that's what he really wants.
Because now most days women are, independent now.
Right.
Nobody gonna sit at home. Well, I know I'm not.
I'm not either. Well, I can do it for, about 6 months. Drop that baby.
I'm about to say, yeah, be back to the pregnant for that little bit of time.
Right.
Gotta get back to that check.
Right.
But he made a good point, though.
That's a good point. So why are you single then, since you jumped in the...
Because
I mean, it's
Situation.
not necessarily I'm single. You know, I got a situation, so.
situation.
What is the situation?
I got a situation. I'm good, so they good on my end, but a part of me wish I was, single, because I feel like I gotta focus on myself. So before I can focus fully on somebody else, I gotta get myself together. So that was the point I'm at really.
Let's speak it.
So that's why it's not why it's a situation and not a relationship, or is it a relationship and you just call it a situation?
I mean, this is what I want. I just call it a situation, right? It's just a situation, right?
And why I'm single.
Wow.
Well, sometimes the situation is both parties agree to the situation.
That's true.
It could be it benefit both parties, so.
Well, I'm not single.
We know.
I'm just not in a situation either. It's a relationship. But I kind of understand what you mean. Like, I kind of really just... Lord, I'm about to get in trouble on the first damn episode. I feel like sometimes I should focus on myself, get myself together, like, and find out what I want. Because, you know, in a relationship, you don't realize how much baggage and, like, self-doubt you bring and, like, other shit and problems. So... I don't see that until I'm in this relationship, and then it's like I see all these problems that I bring to the relationship. It would be much easier to be single, not that I don't want to be with them, just because I feel like I'm definitely not ready. But I enjoy being with him, so yeah.
Wonderful.
Because it's always good to have that companionship sometimes, you know, even if it's rented, you know. You might not have it all the time, you know. You might only have it for the weekend, so just enjoy it while you got it.
Come on, Sizzle.
You said rented.
Yes.
Because sometimes you just need a moment, and then you jump back to, okay, I'm good. I just needed that.
Right,
Why you
For a
single,
little
Bryan?
bit.
Yeah, let's talk, because we
Bryan, why you single?
I think I'm single because my expectations are very specific. Maybe too specific, but I've been in situations where I've seen situations where people aren't happy in their relationships, and they downplay their relationships, and I hate that shit. Like, I really, really hate it, and it's just, I want to be in a relationship where it's like, yeah, that's my best friend, like, we're good. Obviously, it's not good all the time, but, like, I love this person, but so many people you come across, oh, we're okay. Yeah, well, we good. We all right. And I don't want that. I want to be happy, like, genuinely good. So until, like, I get to that feeling of, you know, this is, like, my best friend, we in this together for the long haul, then I'm okay. I don't want to settle. I refuse.
And just to piggyback off what you said, because how people pretend, 1 minute people be in your DMs, but they got a whole relationship, and then you see them post on Facebook, oh, I'm so happy with him, but I'm like, I could put you on blast. You was just in my DMs.
You know how many people on my Facebook is in relationships, and I swear I see them in other people's comments and my DMs and shit. I'm just like, what?
I don't
When
want
was the relationship
like
on
that, so I
standby?
feel you on that.
It's rented.
Right, like
That's crazy.
Brandon, you ain't
I'm just
exempt.
enjoying the conversation. Well, I'm single because I'm not ready. I want it, trust me.
I wish everybody
Trust
in
me.
Atlanta would say that.
I'm not trying to force nothing. I'm young. I'm attractive. I got some things working for me, you know what I'm saying? I work at Ruby Tuesday, so, you know, I ain't doing too much. But stay with my mama.
You can provide food, if anything.
right.
Have
And you
brunch.
can provide love,
That's all I got. Now, my
your heart.
ex told me we didn't work because I wasn't right with myself. I think it was a cop out, but you know,
That's deep, though.
no, it's right. And I when I look back at it, I wasn't. I was trying to appease that fool instead of working on myself. So now I'm taking this time. I've done more for myself in the past 2 years than I've done being with that man. God is good. God is great. Working on me, doing things I want to do, like doing things like this, doing my YouTube channel, doing things I want to do for myself, so that when I do find somebody, all that love that I found out I was great at, I'm a great supporter. I'm a great boyfriend. All that great stuff that I was told that I was, because you know. It's sad, but it's just taking the time for myself. That way, when I get me together, I can give myself to someone else, so that I can still be me, but be who I need to be for you, who I need to be for myself. So just taking that time.
Basically, and I feel I'm piggybacking off you again.
Piggyback, baby.
You piggyback.
You have to be made whole to be with somebody. You can't be half messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Both of you, you know what I'm saying? The partner that you with, or whatever the case may be, they got to be put together. Not saying it's going to be perfect, but you got to be secure within yourself.
But
Because
see,
a lot of people.
I think go ahead. I think differently. I think that if this person, it's all about a balance at the end of the day. You know, this person might be weak in this area. This person might be strong in that area. So it's okay to be a little screwed up. This person be a little screwed up. But when you put that together, you'll get a perfect mixture.
Come on.
Right.
You know, you might.
But
Sometimes.
you might depend on that other person
Right, I was
to
going to
fill in.
Dependence.
But
Where-
that what love about though.
Yeah, but that's a piece of it. But at the end of the day, I got to be myself
You got to be.
and be
Yeah,
able
you
to
got to be
take care of
complete.
myself. Because if you're not here, what am I gonna do?
Right.
You could die tomorrow. You could leave me tomorrow. I can't be stuck waiting on you to take care of something that I should have took care of before I got with you.
That's true.
Right.
Do you think two broken people can be together?
No,
No.
it's gonna be broken. Now you can help me get to a better place once we did our thing. You can help me get to my next situation, help me grow to become a better person, but I can't be with you in the long haul. It's just not gonna work because we both broken.
And then if you're both broken, you both have to be trying to fix it. If one is trying to fix it and the other one is not, they're stuck in that broken place. That's a disaster.
And you blaming me for why you broken when you came in a situation broken. I can't take the blame for what you got going on.
Well, you know that's in the, everybody's not, a lesbian or gay in this group. But what I'm saying is, in our in that area, everybody they jump from one relationship to the next relationship, so they're never complete. They never get themselves together because as soon as they break up with this person, they with this person, and they ain't so in love. I'm like, you was just with this person last month.
Especially y'all lesbians.
Ooh, U-Haul.
Y'all know y'all moved in after 2 weeks.
So I've heard.
Okay, next subject. Moving right along. Somebody
no shame.
Well, since we talk about relationships, what's the longest relationship you've been in, and what happened? For you?
Mine is quick.
Okay, there we go.
I've never been in a serious relationship.
Really?
I told you your standard was too high. I told you.
No such thing.
You the type.
First of all, I am 33 years old. I've been through some things. I've grown through some things. So therefore, I expect certain things.
Do you ever make the first move?
I don't. I can't because it always comes off wrong. Because
see, that's the problem with y'all. You want something, you got to go out there and get it sometimes. You got to go snatch it now.
Old school.
I mean, we're in a new generation.
Yeah, you want it, you got to go get it.
Yeah, the old generation, because that's not excuse.
I'll take
So you saying a woman should be so you saying a woman should ask a man to marry her?
Absolutely not.
That's no. I don't believe it.
But see, I feel like
that's real specific. I think we're just talking about the idea of it being
the initiation phase.
The initiator.
Balance. Like when it gets to that next step, I understand you want to keep it traditional as possible.
Yeah.
I can imagine a man even saying yes to a woman on one.
I just feel like you should do whatever you want to do. It's your world, just do what you want to do.
It comes out wrong when I do it, so I'm just like.
How would you like try to flirt?
Because I'm not a flirt.
you like retribution. You be like, you got a girlfriend, Norbert. Be like, get your ass out. That's what you be doing.
I just like conversation. Like, let's just talk. It's not like a very outward flirtatious me. That's just not me. So if I go somewhere beyond what's really me, it's already messed up. It's already wrong.
So you don't have serious relationship. What type of relationship do you normally have?
Situations and stuff.
Situationships.
Well, let me ask this then. If you haven't been in a relationship, have you been in love?
Something like that.
Go ahead.
A question and a question.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, was you really in love? Because I done thought I've been in love several times, and I'm looking like, bitch, there wasn't no damn love. You was dumb as fuck. They was dumb. Like, you was loving being stupid. That's what you was loving.
It's one-sided, so I don't feel like.
Well, my longest relationship was 2.5 years. My last situation. We moved in together. Everything, that's my boo, that's my baby. But everybody was telling me what I wasn't looking at. Said I was being talked to crazy. I was being doing all that kind of stuff. I was just being disrespected on multiple occasions. Like, he broke off the engagement. We was engaged. Broke off the engagement after we signed our lease to the apartment. So I was like, if you would have broke up with me before the lease, I would have went with you. But we worked it out, you know what I'm saying? But that's the person I was saying, it's like I had to work on me to be with me before I was with you. Because you expected all of this when you knew I wasn't there yet.
Right.
I was working towards it. If you knew it, why take me on this journey if you knew what the situation was at that moment, at this time?
That was my last situation. You just described my last situation.
Y'all was dating the same person.
Possibly with high standards.
Shoot, look, I said some names.
Atlanta.
That's why a lot of people don't be ready. A lot of people don't be ready. They just be wanting to jump into it. A lot of people don't be ready for no relationship because it takes a lot. And so what do you guys think if you have a job and you, you're living well, you got your stuff together. Would you want somebody as the same stature or a little higher?
No.
I think it's all about how you put together. If you got it so you can maybe be comfortable in a certain situation, but if you feel like I'm where I want to be, I don't got time, I need more, you would go with somebody of a higher caliber than maybe you would be.
But what if that's just what you want? Maybe, okay, you're living a certain lifestyle and that's what you wanted, but the other person, they're like, I'm good where I am.
So you...
I move on.
Yeah, that might not be the person for you.
Because if we can't move up together, then what are we doing?
I'm just because everybody's definition of success is different, so they may feel like they're successful in their own
So would
right.
you date somebody working McDonald's? I mean, everything. Listen, everything that you. Wait.
She's a district manager at Burger King down there in South Georgia.
But listen to this.
Shut up.
So the person that you want to be with, they have all that you want, but they work. They don't have a car. They work at McDonald's. Would you choose him or you pass him up? He has everything that you look
The quality that you look for.
Yes.
If that
He works at
Let me
McDonald's.
answer this. Let me answer this for you.
Go ahead.
If that Uber works,
And he work at McDonald's.
God knows the man that is for me. He is not going to settle for that. The type of man that I like, that I'm attracted to, he can never be at Burger King and McDonald's like that. He can
But you're
never.
attracted to him on
You
the job
can't
he
say
has.
that. You
Come on.
You can't
Right.
say that.
I'm attracted to the
Because you have
drive.
to prove his
So
point about your expectations.
but what if
Yeah.
he drove that corporate ladder through McDonald's? Started off as a janitor, went up to fry cook,
Potential.
got on the
that-
motherfucking
that's the
grill,
type-
got to the cashier, got to assistant manager, boy got to
Girl, that's a
manager, and now he
slow-ass
got his
journey.
franchise.
Slow.
No,
He
he
got time
climbed
for
that
that.
ladder. He got to the franchise. He owed him a franchise. What's the problem? He got to that franchise.
He's
Come
48
on, man.
years old.
Hey,
Yeah,
now,
and I'm
wait,
60.
what if he 30? We ain't gonna speak negative on the brother. He might be 30.
It's somebody out there for him.
Definitely.
and it just ain't me and LaKenya.
So you ain't gonna pick nobody that work at McDonald's.
I don't want free
I'm not going to be
McDonald's.
attracted to somebody who work at McDonald's.
But you don't know that.
I know
If you
that.
act- no, listen. If you're out, he dressed to the nine,
Come on.
and then y'all started talking. You like,
A man at McDonald's won't be able to be dressed to the nine.
that's not true. That's not true.
But what is dressed
Gather
to the
yourself.
nines to you?
I'm talking about clean cut, everything nice, and he just at a club, just chilling. And everything,
And that's
what I'm
when
saying,
you
because
have that
looks are
conversation in
deceiving.
the club when you be like, oh, so what do you do? Where do you live?
That's not the first
What is your goals
question.
in love?
No,
And
but
Not when you're in the club.
We got a lot
I don't talk to
That's
people
like
in the
after you
club, so
smash or something.
Right.
I don't
The
talk
next
to
day.
just a lounge or
What's your
something.
name?
But no,
What do you do again?
That's like the third or fourth question on Jack. I don't be in the club.
I'm not playing with you.
What's your
don't know what that
401?
first
What's in your
question
401k?
Oh wow!
my friend told me I should ask the guy how much he make.
No, 'cause that's gonna run him away.
Yeah, I'm like, that's
gonna
not
run
our
him-
business. We're not.
No. That's
we're
so
not
wrong,
there.
and that's a lot of women today, though.
Yeah.
What's your
And I think
credit
that's
score?
tacky. I think that's
What's
tacky.
your credit score?
No, you can't ask that because mine's definitely struggling.
We gonna
Everybody,
talk about credit score. We'll move on to the next question.
What's the next question?
Well, not everybody answered how long they've been in a relationship. How long have you been in a relationship for?
So how y'all feel about sleeping with somebody on the first date?
oh, wow.
Right in
Next
him.
subject.
I don't see
Well,
nothing.
I'ma go
I
ahead
should be singing R. Kelly, but I don't see.
Don't
I'ma
get
go
out here with
ahead.
that sex code. Don't do that.
I'm
I
going to
don't
go ahead
mind.
and make this known. Being a hoe builds character.
I can't.
That's my motto of the
Is that a
show.
whole feature?
Okay.
Being a hoe
Thank you. Good night.
builds character.
Good night.
That's my tagline.
Survival tactics.
Come
So,
through survival text.
I mean, I done slept with a few people on the first night. Slept with a few people. I don't even remember their names,
Damn.
But I will say this: everybody that I've been with, I never had sex. Like it took me forever to have sex with them. Like the person I'm with now, I think it was like 3 months before
Oh, that's really good.
Look at
we
God.
had sex.
That's
We
really
were doing other things.
I'm sure.
But
So we're not correlating everything with sex?
Yeah, I thought we was correlating everything.
Everything.
I count sex as penetration sex.
No, sex is awesome.
Yeah,
I thought sex was
Okay.
awesome.
Okay.
I was just
Okay.
I'm counting.
So
it.
just so you
That's
know,
a
you're
bag.
wrong. Right.
Well, if we're flick.
So we change it to that,
But what's the question again? Let's run that
Would
back.
you have sex with somebody on the first date?
Yeah.
I think it
You
can,
gotta test it out
can
sometimes.
blow up in your face a little bit. I had a situation where we had a great first date. Great, it was awesome. Very active, bowling, pool, food, drinks. It was really great.
Did you put it in your mind?
And we went back to my house to hang out because it got late, fooled around, and I was immediately disappointed. Like, just the sex game wasn't there. So it kind of worked out negatively in his part because we didn't build that foundation for me to be like, oh, I can look over this, I can look over that. So since I didn't have anything to to really think about as far as is he good in other places, it's just like, ooh, well, you're not good at this thing that I need you to be good at. So yeah, no.
Who is it? So the other people won't fall for it.
He was nervous.
What is this song for?
No. And he just.
Because the first night, you gotta be good at least the first night.
You gotta pull out.
I couldn't work that first
Platinum,
night.
though. You don't platinum status first night.
Platinum. You get first. Delta first class.
First time? No, I gotta ease that on you. I can't have
You don't pull out everything, but you gotta.
You get front of coach.
Yes.
First night you get
Well,
front of coach.
that could be why, like, I've had
bed, you
literally
get the
crazy
front.
people, like, who won't stop texting me. So maybe I should have tried that.
Start with gold. I won't say bronze. You got bronze. He got copper.
Well, they give him bronze. Don't give him copper, give him bronze.
At least.
Then give
Or
silver.
gold.
The first date
Then give him
was
gold
nice.
and give him
It just-
platinum.
The aftermath was not.
3 stars.
Well, let's ask Savoi, because Savoi's kind of like a conservative lesbian. And, date on the first
She's
night?
like, that's not true.
But
But okay.
first night?
Conservative who?
I don't know. I probably have to be sexually attracted to that person. I can't just be.
But of course.
Yeah.
That's why you can't hold.
Anything else called rape.
No, but you know what? No, I haven't. Maybe in I'm 34. I'll be 35.
Come on.
When I was in my 20s, I did that. Now I'm not. I haven't did that.
It's a different mind space.
Yeah. I'm on another level.
I'm on a new level.
So. Okay, well, what about this question? Like,
Uh-oh.
who pays on the first date?
Not I, said the cat. And the dog.
There you go. Damn, just try it once. Yeah, one time, like.
We done been there, done that, but I don't mind paying, but not that first night. I'm sorry.
I feel like the person who asked you out on it, this is the problem I had
I won't pay it.
with the person I was dating. It was like, if you ask me out, first of all, you need to pay. You need to tell me a date, time, location.
Come on.
Don't be like, oh, I don't know where you want to go. Nigga, is it my date? Like,
I think when the word date comes out, then it's a matter of
Yes, because
if we're hanging out on the, it's our first time.
That's what
Oh,
we
you
have
want to
a
hang
problem
out sometime? You want to hang out? Then I'm already either way. I'm prepared to pay either way.
too.
But
and when you say
if
you
I'm
want to
hanging
hang out, I
it's
say,
gonna be. I'm assuming it's gonna be
a hang out.
Hang out.
Just
I'll
kick
pay
it.
for
But
whatever.
if I say let's
get,
go on a date,
then I'm taking it seriously and I'm finna put out some change.
Okay, so my question would be, in the gay community, how does that work?
get on my nerves.
Would it be
girl, ain't no
different?
rule because you'll get done looking stupid. I've been there one time.
So is it like a more masculine versus
Yeah,
feminine
they be
type of
trying to
thing?
do that. Yeah, and I feel like it should be mutual.
I think if whoever asks whoever, I need to pay for the date.
I'm not asking, so that's
Right, exactly. So, I mean.
And that's, no shade. That's why you ain't out here dating.
right,
Girl, you gotta be
exactly.
asking.
But like he said, be specific. Like, I want to take you on a date or let's hang out. It's
Let's hang
different.
out.
Right, yeah.
Because that's
If I'm going to take you on a date, meaning I got you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's hanging out then? If we
Netflix
hang
and chill.
Absolutely.
Hanging out can go to a bar, we having
Because
drinks, just
Anything
having conversations.
possible.
Because it relieves the pressure of it. Oh, is this a date? No, we're just hanging out. So it just kind of makes it.
I might
takes out
like
some
you,
pressure.
but let's just hang out.
Right.
That don't mean I'm taking you out on a date.
Because
I'm
if
just
you
taking
do
the extra
good on the
step to get to know
hangout,
you.
then the next.
I might take you out on a
So
date.
y'all going Dutch then?
Yes.
What happens is niggas
You
want to
pay for
hang
you, I
out
pay
and
for
chill too much.
I think the first date got to be cheap, though, unless you're really trying to impress.
The
You don't want to spend too much money on something
I
like
have before.
The last first date I
pay
went
too
on.
much money on the first date.
No food, no food.
Right, you done paid
I paid
$150.
$100 and I ain't
Top
getting
golf.
$100?
Yeah, and ain't getting nothing.
Ain't getting nothing.
I went to
She going on
Friday.
another one tomorrow.
Yeah, she going on another one tomorrow. You right about that.
I
Plenty
went
of
to
fishes out
Friday.
here.
Girl, 100.
I went to Friday.
I'm not saying I'm being
$30.
cheap, but I need
I
something.
mean,
You got, baby, let's go to the park.
It's like y'all
Enjoy
can be
the-
creative.
Not in the wintertime.
I had a first date at the
picnic.
park. We
Go
had
to the
food.
Right.
skate rink, like shit.
I've been on a date where he pulled out all the stops. Went to this very pricey restaurant. Went to the movies. As soon as I would reach for my wallet, oh no! I got it. It was
Okay.
Did you fuck them?
Ooh.
No.
But I feel like you shouldn't put out if you ain't gonna do it all the time.
Right.
If you ain't got the money, don't do it so quick because they're
You did on the
gonna
first date,
expect it.
right.
Like, you know you got coin, but you really ain't got coin like that. Don't
You
do
had
that.
coin one time.
You got
Yeah.
coin that one time. Now you struggling the
Hey,
rest of the way.
And this is how you handle that. You go on the first date, and I've done this. I go on the first date, and I be like, well, did you we talking about the date. Did you enjoy it? Yeah, I enjoyed it. Next time you can treat. To show me the city. That's how you do it. Just be like, next time you show me something.
I would read all through that and be like,
Because you said you treat.
Right.
That automatically automatically said.
Yeah, like I did the date. My date was good. I want to see how your date is.
When you say you planned the date, you plan our next outing.
I tried that. That ain't
You know,
work.
people out here, everybody rich
I
out
took
here in
his ass to the
Atlanta.
movies
Everybody
again.
got money.
I took him to the movies again because he was like, I don't want to do
Oh, I hate that.
I hate indecision.
Nigga, I'm giving you options. Let's do this. But you pick what you want to do. I took you to a nice little lunch. I paid for everything. Put tip on, you know what I'm saying? I was good, you know. I'm broke. I'm sad and broke at the house watching Netflix.
I think it should just be mutual. I
need
wouldn't,
you to help
even
me
if
out.
I was in a heterosexual relationship, I don't mind paying for the guy.
But niggas got egos.
So
Like
should
you said, like she said on the first date, yes, of course that's
We
what a
need to
man
take
gonna
you
do.
to the club.
Should I reach?
Drop your ass
So
up.
should I reach? Like he reached first. Should I at least reach?
You should at least reach
Yes,
No,
at least
because-
pay the tip
no.
if he gonna buy the.
But you not asking, so he
No.
gotta be paying for you to go.
But she shouldn't reach because she reached for it, she grabbed it. He looking like, he looking like, go ahead, girl.
I'm gonna pull out that lipstick.
Her feelings gonna be hurt. She be like, well.
Yeah, that's what you can do. Reach your person, be like, do you got it? And be reaching for that lipstick. And he think you reaching for the card.
No, because
I've been-
sometimes. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say a quick story where I was on a date. The check came, and he was silent, completely silent, completely. And she, of course, the waiter makes it completely awkward. Is it going to be one check or two? He was quiet again. I said, just do it on one because the date was horrible and I was just ready to go. One, sure. And then when she took the check, he said, I always stay quiet during that question.
Wow.
Wow. So
Oh, that
means
wasn't the one.
you would never offer to pay.
Ever.
And that's when I knew this second date was not going to happen. Go ahead, enjoy your free dinner.
Did he invite you?
I invited him.
See? Well, you should have.
He picked the place.
I ain't shit, y'all, because when the lady come in, I feel like she's going to ask for the check. I get that water in my mouth, and I start drinking. And I have a whole wad
It is a
of
test.
water.
It is a test, but it just depends on how the date went in the first place that I'm just
Because
like, okay, I'll let that slide.
If you gonna pay for the meal, I'll at least tip.
I'll at least tip too.
It's a mutual thing. I'm not mutual. Like if I pay for the movie, you pay for the snacks. I just like, you know what I'm saying, half and
That's
half.
a rock. Well, no, movie theater about $20 today.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
Two
Because-
people, child.
I took based on service.
The rent payment. Come
So
on.
he may feel like the service was excellent, and I'd be like, well, she had an attitude with me, not him.
of course, and
So
she
guess
probably was
who?
flirting with him.
Yeah.
Nah,
So if
that's
I need a tip, if I
She was making her moves.
Now look, now as
can
a
see that.
server,
But she automatically slid him the check. They usually how it works. They automatically slide. They got a check.
I put that check in the middle of the table. As a server, I be like, here you go.
You better slide that check over him.
Whoever decides. No, y'all play any minute, mind the mo. I
It'd
ain't
be
with it.
crazy. They hand the man the check and he know his girl paying. He gotta slide it over there too. Or she slide him the card.
Y'all know what's
Like,
funny? No, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
Women pay the bill a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen that a lot of times. I'm like, all right, cool.
I ain't paying too
But
big.
see,
Now,
he'll
he
give
ain't
me the
gonna
book.
use me.
yeah.
He'll give me the book. I'm like,
Her
all right,
name on the
cool. I
card.
swipe the card, it'll
Yeah.
say Sarah Jenkins.
That's messed up.
What my aunt used to do with my uncle, she told me this one day. She said before they go out to eat, she would give him the money so that wouldn't happen to her.
I mean, okay.
I mean, hey, don't have yourself looking embarrassed giving them money before
I
you
can't
get
be
there.
with no cheap nobody. You gotta have something to the table now. I can't be supplying y'all need all the
That's why you
time.
go to the park. You go to the dollar movie.
Are we
Really
still talking
good
about the
with the
first
date.
date here? Or we just talking about dating in general?
A little bit of
He
everything.
said the dollar move.
That little theater, that's a good dollar theater.
The dollar is for you.
See, me, I never really went.
Not for the
I'm always pretty much the side guy in my situation. So we don't really be. I never really been on too many dates
Okay.
for certain. You know, we hanging out. You know, we only got a limited time. So, you know, we don't. I mean, we might go to a date. You know, on a date, but it just. Whoever we gotta sneak it in. That's what we gotta
So
do.
where you sneak it?
I mean, anywhere. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying in most of my situation, it didn't matter what we did. That wasn't my job to really like
What's
take
preventing
on
that
this.
person from making you the main?
That other nigga.
What's holding that person back from making you their main?
That other nigga.
See, this is what I
all
mean.
it takes
This
is
is what I'm
power to
saying.
be
Obviously,
with you.
if this is what I was saying earlier. Obviously, if she need me and she got in a relationship, she's a broken person.
Yes.
So
Is that-
now she needs this extra person to mix in to make her a whole person.
Why
Girl,
gotta
these
be
side
her?
niggas
What-
out here getting
I'm
y'all
saying in
together.
any relationship, I'm saying that's how the triangle can be formed. Sometimes two ain't good enough. Sometimes you need 3 or 4.
Ding ding teacher,
And
we got a
that's
question.
and being a side piece is good because you stress free. You go home.
I don't have to deal with none of that.
What if you fall in love?
And I got multiple, so it's just
Y'all
like.
gonna make me snatch this wig. Oh, I'm about to snatch the wig. Oh,
So
Yeah, we got a
side is being
question in the
good. So
classroom.
no.
Because I catch
Service.
feelings and it's not
why
cool.
are you willing to be the side?
Because I've been the side dude to not even having a full relationship. I've had women pay for me to go here, go there, pay for everything. I had to pay for nothing. All I had to do was just satisfy her. And it worked out. I didn't have to be. She'll fly me down. Like, this is real.
Fly.
Yeah, flying to Miami. Like,
Who you fucking with? Let me get somebody else.
nah, for real. I mean, it's
Shit,
straight like
shit, shit, I
that.
make
It was an
some
older
straight.
woman. It was an older woman. She just wanted,
Okay,
you know, something
Yeah,
young.
good sex with a
So.
old-
Sometimes it's good to be inside people.
Did you
Yeah.
put it in your mouth?
I don't know about a side, but I might be willing to do younger.
How much younger?
These young niggas ain't shit. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
keep
he's
it real with you.
25.
25.
Them 25 is the fuck your wig off.
I'll take it. Take it.
By 25, you could probably hang a little longer than like 18, 19. You probably.
See,
I ain't
18,
going to
got-
jail. They gonna put me under.
18. That's
Under the jail. No.
Nah, come
At
on
18, you
now.
can't do nothing. Yeah.
Exactly. At all.
25 is. Yeah.
25 is decent.
So with that, as the age in a relationship, you might look at a situation like, oh, that, like she said she wouldn't date an 18-year-old. You know, you got a person might be 34. She wouldn't go that young, but as, like, say she's, like, the man is older, the man is 78, and the woman is 21. You see the big age difference in that?
That's a sugar daddy.
Yeah, it's out
She
here.
look, that's her come up.
It's out here.
You know, he about to key off in
That's
like
how
2
I'm
seconds.
though.
If
How
you do what
much
you need to do,
older,
you get on that
Bryan?
wheel.
I've dated. I'm 27. Well, not say dated. I have slept with. I'm like 54. Probably my dad's age.
Your dad?
54?
I'm scared of that.
I didn't know. I
That
thought.
made me cringe.
You didn't know?
I thought he was 44 and not 54 because he looked so great.
You like Jerry
We
Adams.
need to have a Bryan segment.
So I had to
Bryan
put,
is not as innocent as he was.
He
I had to
looked
put a
real.
cap on it. So 10 years is my cap because I had to put a cap on because it was getting out of control.
My cap is 5.
Mine's 10.
My cap varies.
I don't discriminate.
What you grown lady
But I'm going
sexy. You
backwards
the
and forwards.
difference. See what you
Going
grown lady
backwards and
sexy.
forwards.
You can pick up or down.
Right.
When you 24, you can't pick low too low. Can't get too low because they 18
I'll never get
at
low.
home. Well, I'm at home. I can know about being at home. But at home, you know, ex college, freshman year, eating ramen, trying to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody 30 talking about stuff. Where your 401k?
30, they ain't 30. Ain't no 401k at 30.
Somebody.
Hey, I've had mine since 23.
Come on.
Right.
I do too.
23.
I had one too in the early 20s, mid 20s.
Let's switch the gears. So we talked about sex in a relationship and being able to, you know, deal with it. How important is a passionate sexual connection to you in a relationship? Because technically they say a relationship is not for sex, you know.
It's the mental part of it.
But that
You only
creates
supposed to
the
have sex to have babies. So if you ain't trying to have that baby,
Well, I can have babies.
you shouldn't be having sex.
I became my partner.
You shouldn't be having sex.
All right. I go back to the church, get on the pulpit, try again.
You have been
I
forgiven.
think passion is very, very important. I mean, it's like
Passionate sexual connection.
a passionate sexual
Not passion.
connection.
Passion is different.
Okay. I will say that I think it's very important because I think that it allows you to get to that climactic point.
Okay.
To me, I mean, because if there's no passionate connection, like, what's the difference between having sex and me just taking care of myself? You know, with me and my bids. You know, rather than dealing with another person and taking a shower and and do whatever you do to prepare for that situation. But I think it's definitely important. It makes everything better.
It's important.
Because have you ever been in a situation where like you haven't kissed because there's no passion?
I don't believe in that. That's blasphemy.
Who y'all with? We y'all ain't y'all.
If you don't know,
I miss everybody.
now, as outspoken as I may seem, right here, I'm shy.
In relationships?
Absolutely.
Me too.
Now, with my ex, I was more forthcoming, but with people I dated afterwards, I was always like, cracking jokes, making people laugh. Ooh, I was funny. But it came to, I didn't know what
But it put that person in that situation.
There wasn't a real connection there.
It does.
Because I feel like once I find a person I can be totally me with, that's the connection that I'm really looking for, and that's going to be the one.
Yes.
But see, what if you always totally yourself? I don't let nothing come out later. I'm going to drop it on you from the beginning.
Oh, yeah, there's
Hello.
no representative. Yeah, I get that.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
This is me. You take it or you going to leave it.
But it makes the other person feel awkward if you
are not taking it seriously.
Yeah, or shy and all of that. Like it.
Because I feel like almost, in my situation, I feel like I'm almost like forcing you, and I don't want to feel that way.
I'm in this.
No, once that right person comes, it's gonna be.
It should go.
You're gonna be totally.
Yeah, I don't want to feel like I'm pulling teeth.
Yeah.
I just want it to go flow. Yeah.
The one.
So.
Girl, I'll be in the house watching Netflix. I'm chilling.
Yeah,
But I do believe that the sexual connection is very important. It's not the top tier of everything. But when we get to that moment, I don't need it to just be wham, bam, thank you, man. I want you to take your time. I'm starting from head to toe. I want you to start from head. We are enjoying each other. It's a moment.
Yeah. So I have a question for you guys then. And I want to know from a man's perspective. Do you guys be nervous with sex? Like when you first meet that one, you know you about to have sex. Are you nervous the first time, or are you just like, oh, let me?
I think it really it depends on like the woman.
Okay.
Because I mean, I done came across someone I was just like, she bad, and I want it, but it's something about her. Like I can't do it. I want it, Yeah, like it just didn't work out like that. So.
Okay. So you do get nervous sometimes?
Sometimes, I mean, sometimes she just be that bad the way it just be like, I don't want to, it been times, sometimes I look at a woman, I can tell I might be a little nervous to go up and talk to her. Because I see what kind of caliber woman she is. Like, I'd be like, man, nah, I ain't ready to go talk to her.
You quick to talk to. Because, a man approach a real woman, they're going to be a little nervous.
Right.
But if you get one of them ratchet bras that's just, they'll take whatever, pants hanging down to the ground, you be like, yo, baby, shorty, what's up? They be quick. So it's
but with me, I like the challenge. Like, it ain't me. Like, me, I'm nervous and it's over with. Like, I'm going to go talk to her if that's how I feel like I want to go talk to her, The ratchet.
So give me one of your approaches.
One of my approaches to her.
How would you approach a lady?
Approach LaKenya.
Yeah.
I ain't got enough to approach her. I already know. Like, I would look at her.
He wouldn't approach me.
Right, I wouldn't approach her. Because I would observe. I observe first and I would look at her and I just know I would see her in the club and it would just be, damn, she gave me the sharp, quick look type. I wouldn't approach that.
Okay.
Your face gives away everything.
But I probably will. I'll probably be like, I'm gonna just try just to see what's gonna happen though. Like that's the type of guy I am. Like I'm nervous, but fuck it, let's do it. Like I'm just gonna see how she can say no. I tried. She might think about me later on, see me again. I might can get it the second time. So it just all just depends the mood you in. If you feeling like going up with a person, I just go out vibes.
True.
I don't really try to put it in a structured form or this and that because you do it and it still don't work out. You got your standards and you haven't had a serious. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like. Just do what you want to do. Be free with it. You will enjoy it better if you just go along with the flow sometimes.
Been there, done that.
Ain't nothing gonna work for you. I don't think a man could satisfy you.
Are you jaded?
What'd you
say?
What is your type? Let the listeners know. We're going to find you somebody. This show is going to find you a man.
Right.
Now, look, we've been there before, too.
Will you do speed dating?
You know what? At first I said no, but I think I would now.
Because with your demeanor, 15 seconds is all you need. Next.
That's what it sounds like.
Get up off the table,
How active are you on social media with dating?
Not at all. Like, that's just not.
That's the new wave. That's why you ain't finding a man.
We're going to get you a Tinder.
I've been there, done that. Tinder,
You got to get plenty of... You ain't getting that on plenty of fish.
I went out on dates with Plenty of Fish and Tinder.
It didn't work out?
No. Because I would turn around and good lead.
I'm like...
I've never been catfish.
Me either, thank God.
Anybody got time for that?
Because I be like, I Google your number and it'll come up on Facebook. Like, it'll never happen to me.
That's right. But what is your type? We gonna talk about type. What is your type?
I don't have a type.
See what? So you do have a type.
Well, these standards that you speak of. What are these standards?
What he gotta have?
What's
He gotta have
non-negotiable
this.
for you?
That's the word.
A non-negotiable
I'm about
would
to say
be
your word.
what? Disrespect,
Okay.
smoking.
Okay. Smoking what?
These days, you know, you gotta ask.
Ask somebody.
You gotta ask.
I support the reefer.
Recreation is okay, but just not around me.
Okay. That's doable.
I'm like that. I should have told the person I'm with that. You know, it's good, just not around me.
Man, I need a little baby. They gonna take that secondhand smoke. Like, go on, hit you. You better hit me.
Nothing like,
You better get to it. What you doing right now?
Like, I
I
want you
can't
right
smoke
next to
around
me.
you.
No, multiple kids.
I don't want nobody to smoke.
We can't
You
be
said no
together.
kids?
Multiple kids.
He gotta have more.
No.
Oh, okay, that's it.
He can only have
I
one
know
kid.
that's right. I don't want no kids, really.
Really, this is true. I'll take one, two if they by the same mama.
That's none of your business.
Serious
That's
relationship.
none of your business.
It has to have been a serious relationship.
That's it?
Pretty much.
What about the job? They gotta have a job.
I feel like she's skipping.
How much they gotta make in order for you to?
I'm
date?
not gonna ask you how much you make, so how would I know that?
You would ask. I think you would ask the second date
I
at
would
least.
not. Absolutely not.
No, you gonna ask where he work at, and you can calculate.
Girl, you get on Glassdoor. Girl, get on Glassdoor, LinkedIn.
Where you
Find out how much other people make at this
I would
job.
calculate, but I would
Like, where you work?
No.
Lord.
I gotta ask y'all something. Oh my goodness. Would you guys deal with anybody who had a sexual, like a disease or whatever?
Like HIV, like
Or herpes?
I don't want no bomb.
girl,
that.
Usher
Oh,
fucked
yeah.
up that girl whole life. It was squeezing
More than one.
green out his dick. No,
What?
Yes.
Usher Raymond, he got a disease.
The four. I'm sorry, the four.
You can't get rid of herpes.
call me stupid, but I've dated somebody with HIV.
I can't
I've
do it.
slept with someone who had HIV, and I will date somebody again with HIV. But herpes and all that, no.
No, it's the same thing.
No.
Because you have outbreaks and
No, herpes you have outbreaks too, but they mess with people without the. I ain't messing
That's
with
what I'm
you.
saying.
If you got, I'm not messing with. No, I'm sorry.
See, if
That's
I
a
could
done deal.
feed,
But it's a lot of people who don't even tell you. They don't tell
I
you.
know
That's why us
these.
in trouble. You do.
If you got SARS, if you got herpes, you got the.
Because herpes, you
I don't
have
know about
outbreaks. You
stuff.
can't get rid of that. And then if a woman, you have a baby, the baby could come out retarded, and it's just a
special
lot.
needs.
Special needs. Part of baby retarded.
I mean, but I guess
too, like that.
I guess mine is different because I'm on PrEP, so I'm not that worried. I have like another layer of protection, so I'm not that worried. But when it comes to like syphilis and that's
If it come to
I ain't
anyone,
trying to
PrEP?
itch. I ain't got time for it.
PrEP. Oh well, for the people listening,
Yes.
PrEP is pre-exposure to HIV. So it's like birth control for gay men.
Okay.
So, like if you're a woman, you take birth control not to get pregnant, that's what PrEP is. So you still need to use condoms, but it's also like another layer of protection just in case.
a condom though, it's another.
No, it's a pill. It's a pill I take every day. Yep.
I've also heard it referenced as your gay vitamin.
Oh, okay.
I call it the gay birth control.
So if they can come up with PrEP, they're not a.
Well, if we want to break
They
it
have a
down,
cure.
let's break it down. The medicine, the drug, and Food Administration doesn't make money off of cures. They get money off of keeping people alive and giving them the medicine. Yeah. I believe there's a cure for cancer and HIV and all that, but it makes more money for you to take a pill each month than for them to cure.
That's why Magic Johnson still around.
Exactly. You got that coins?
He cured. They don't want to tell nobody.
So could you tell somebody they breath stink?
I can't. That's not my place. In a relationship, I mean, which one? It's not my place.
In a relationship, it's not your place.
Wait, which one? Because in a
In a
relationship, I tell you, I said like that. Your breath stink. But if like coworkers, I've had plenty of coworkers and friends. I have female friends who twat stink, and that's not my place to tell you because I've heard cases where
You
people
must be her gay best friend. I'm gonna need you to tell her.
no, because the people like to snap. Like they don't stink, and I don't have a problem. Be like, bitch, your pussy and your breath stink, bitch.
Oh,
don't
God.
get mad at me. So I feel like I'm just let you be stinking. Exactly, it ain't my place.
They having a word of that. This girl walked by, she hugged everybody, and this odor of Captain D's number 2
Captain D's number 2
with hush puppies and okra. was lingering
No.
in the air.
No.
And so I looked at my friend.
No.
I said, "Girl, you smell that?" She said, "No."
She me. I don't smell it because I don't
looked
get
at
that
my other
close to you.
friend. She walked away. She said, She walked away. I sat in it because it's not my friend. So I look away. I'm on my phone. I cover my nose. My nose itch. Like, that's not my place. If you're not my homie in any capacity, I
had a
like
best
that
friend
bitch.
who stunk. It ain't my place. God said it ain't me.
Oh, see, now my best friend be like, "Girl, your twat on fire. Handle your business."
Because what do you? I don't know how that feels. That's embarrassing. I wouldn't want.
Some people just immune to their smell, though.
That is true.
How you don't smell your ego?
My mom always told me you gonna smell yourself before somebody else smells.
Come on.
So I don't know.
That's it.
I don't know. I don't really want to get too personal, so I'm not finna ask the females. Do you know when you? We're gonna keep it moving.
Yes.
So I would ask a question, and this, especially with like everything that's been going on with R. Kelly. If we think about R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, O.J. Simpson, and Michael Vick, do you think we as Black people allow these scandals or situations to occur because they're Black people versus it being a white person? Because I feel like, who's it? O.J. Simpson just got to jail. Everybody's like, free O.J. And I'm just like, y'all know this man possibly killed somebody. Bill Cosby is proof that this man has been doing this. And R. Kelly just been pissing on little girls since forever. And my thing is, like, we as a society still accept these people and we still allow them to be in the media and to be famous. Like, why is that as Black people?
I don't know. I think with me, the whole R. Kelly thing and I battle with is separating the man from the artist.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what I want to do, but even still, it's hard.
Well, let me ask this. You say that, but people will boycott Chick-fil-A because their founder don't like gay people or don't
did.
like... Well, he did. But anyway, people still boycott Chick-fil-A.
I fuck up some Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
So my thing is, how can we make excuses for like R. Kelly, but there's other stuff, or people? Let's say the man who's the CEO of Target say some off the wall shit about Black people. We gonna be quick to never go to Target again.
Not necessarily. No, what Black people want to spend their money.
I'm gonna tweet about it and I'm gonna go back to Target.
You ain't shit.
But those allegations with R. Kelly, those women want to be there though.
Yeah.
So y'all can't use them. Them women want to be there.
But is it right? I mean,
Yes, because he's not taking them upon, he's not taking them and they saying no. They want to be there. He take care of them. They want to be there. There's nothing wrong with that. You having to do it? What's the difference if he do it?
This is true.
This is true.
I did see that point being made, and I have to agree.
It's nothing wrong with that man having multiple women.
He still pissed off the 14-year-old girl in a video a few years ago. But
But
you know.
I mean, I'm the devil's advocate. I feel like that some people into that.
And wait, Bill Cosby. Come on, we gotta take up for our people too now.
See, that's my thing. Like,
Listen. But they don't
Don't
have
take
proof. Okay,
Go ahead.
they wait till this man 80 years old. This happened before we was even thought of.
That's
And they coming out when he almost 80, almost about to die, kicked the grave. Oh, you got raped. But then you went back again to have sex with him. So it's like, was it really rape? Bill Cosby didn't have to rape nobody. Bill Cosby back in the time?
Well,
He had the drugs.
aside from money, Bill
Bill
Cosby
Cosby
ain't that
couldn't even
nigga.
say hey to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
He got that money.
aside from being
Women,
now,
if he got that coin, it doesn't matter.
that's sad.
Remember that guy who did he had buck teeth or whatever. What was that? And he's so ugly, dark.
There's a few of them.
He was retarded.
Special needs.
And he'd be like, I forgot or whatever. But a lot of ladies liked him, and he was ugly, but
Flavor
he had
Flav?
money. Not Flavor Flav, but it was the
He
other
got no
guy
money, that's right,
with
yeah.
the buck teeth.
Buck teeth.
He was a social media. I can't
Not
think of him
memorable.
right now.
Oh, the short dude.
What's his name?
Talking about these nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, she's talking about he had money. That's right.
He had buck
money.
teeth.
I was like, money.
But I mean, people
Right.
liked him because he was
he
made
popular.
it off social media.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
popular at the moment.
He was getting girls,
Oh,
Fine
yes.
girls.
Ice JJ Fish got females.
but they was like sleeping with him. But they was
I
trying to
know
get likes on
him. He
IG.
kind of cute if you give him milk.
You a liar.
The truth, and he named after a string of restaurants.
But I see what
He
you're
did a
saying,
JJ
though.
Fish Supreme.
I mean, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Shout out to JJ.
JJ Fish Supreme.
Come through.
So y'all said it's okay. Like y'all, like
It's
Not that it's okay,
but
but
like you said, I'm still rep him. Like she said, he's a good artist. I mean, he's off the chain. I can't think about his personal life. But these women want to be there, so that's why I don't trip about it because these women want to be there. He's just like 50 Shades.
How do we know they want to be there? Because there's women in domestic relationships.
She said it. She did a video saying she wanted to be there.
There's women in unhealthy relationships that's getting beat on every day saying they want to be there.
We just can't assume that he's doing it. I mean, we get just because they say he's doing it, don't mean. Of course, R. Kelly, he pissed on girls, he kidnapped women. You know,
you don't have to kidnap.
You're
women.
right.
You don't have to, R. Kelly.
no, he don't.
But at the same time,
really
though,
don't.
you're focusing on like us as an African American culture pushing this under the rug. But
That's what I
why
feel like.
people
That's
are
what we've
doing
always
this?
done.
What's why people are
even if
what famous white people are
Yeah,
pissing on?
right. Just to take it in that direction,
Everybody
like
pisses on
white
everybody.
people are gonna stick behind their people.
Yes, they
You know,
do.
it don't matter
Yes, they
with
do.
any other race. China, they gonna stand behind Chinese
they
people. We got the thing with we got the McGregor and we got the Floyd right now. Well, the Irishman, they is backing him. We gotta back our people.
But McGregor said
That's how
that.
just divided we are of people. We going with the Irish people. We got the American. He's black. This is Floyd Mayweather, the shit talker. You know, so they don't like Floyd. White people don't like Floyd Mayweather. So we just gonna go with our people. They ain't even gonna stick with us on some boxing with our own nation.
what if I don't care either way?
I don't
About
care.
the boxing?
But it's
Have
like
an
they put
opinion.
more emphasis on Mayweather and all of this. But when black kids getting killed by cops, it's nothing.
It's quiet.
Right.
It's silent.
See, that's
Right.
the thing that be getting me. So.
Well, I feel like they let Casey Anthony off from killing her own child. They can let OJ and R. Kelly be fine.
All the cops getting away with killing these young black people.
I'm about to say, did Vic do something else besides the dog?
That's all he did, and you know they was over that.
Now,
But
I think that was the
white
gay
people go and kill deers and birds
And
and
stuff them and put them in their house.
right.
squirrels and deer
Right.
and
This is what they do. So it's crazy. The
But they
system ain't
At the
for us.
same time, they
It's
keep
not
dogs
for us.
as pets. They don't keep those other things as pets.
But they could kill us like animals too, though, and it's okay.
That's true.
Right.
I just
Maybe it was
think
just
They kill more about the animals sometimes than
Than
us.
us.
No, I
What?
definitely.
But they see us as animals.
They-
Quiet as a cat.
Right.
They ain't quiet.
And we ain't even worth being a dog. You know?
We
They
monkeys.
can't stuff us.
Right.
Well, they could. They kind of nasty. They probably
That's why we just gotta support each other. That's it. I was having an argument, not really an argument, but a discussion with like an old head. I do music, so he was just basically saying, all y'all do is that mumble rap. Y'all want to get lit. You got to do this and do that. I was like, I mean, you got to look at the situation like we learned all this from y'all. Y'all had Luke. That ain't our generation. You know everything y'all did, but he just saying now it's just everywhere. Like, of course it's gonna be everywhere. It's a new time. Everything digital. Y'all had Freaknik in Atlanta. I ain't never been to
I would love to
Freaknik.
went there.
Exactly. You know what
I
I'm
mean, the
saying?
gay people get free every Memorial Day.
shit every Labor Day.
Is it more? Yeah, whatever.
Labor Day shoot. It's coming up September.
Free neck.
It'll
Shout
be
out.
lit.
I'm being Destin Porter.
I will be downtown because I ain't got no money.
I can't.
Taking the train because gas is expensive.
Did you say something, Bryan? Because
No,
I
I
feel like
just
you've been quiet.
giggled. No.
No, I'm talking about as far as what we're talking about.
This particular subject, it's hard for me to say. I can't generalize all white people just because I grew up in a very mixed community where most of my friends are white. And I still get called Oreo to this day, you know, from other black people. So it's like I can't say, and I may have been in situations where it was a little racist, but I was so young I didn't even know. Who knows? I don't know. But, you know, to this day, I have a great girlfriend who's white. So I can't, it's hard for me to generalize white people as a whole because they're, you know, these are the people I grew up
I
with.
just hope you don't say all lives matter.
No, you know, no. I won't say
No,
that.
just messing.
I definitely won't say that because I think that Black Lives Matter and that's what we need to focus on. Of course, in general, yes. But in the time that we are,
But they always say
specifically,
all lives.
Black Lives Matter. So
Yes.
it's hard for me to, like I said, generalize all white people as a whole just because
That's true.
if I could say that and then call my white friend Heather and be like, hey, girl, you know, I just
mean-
would feel kind of...
But this is my
You
thing.
can be woke with white friends. You can be very socially conscious and understand what's going on and be aware. And still have, like, what's the name? Jordan Peele. Got a whole ass white girlfriend. May get out. Very socially aware. But it's dating a white
You
woman.
have to be socially
It's
aware.
it's not about, and then if the white person understands the situation. They understand what's going on in society and what's happening. They have to accept that.
Yeah.
They got to see it. And if you're going to be in my space and know what I'm participating in and what I'm a part of and who I am as a person and as a culture, you got to deal with it.
Some of them act like they don't know or they don't see it. But
see, my thing, all my white friends have a little pepper in them now. Nah, they all...
How much pepper?
A little
The dash,
pepper.
is it a dash or?
they ain't gonna take that pepper to their house. To their mom's
They
house.
would. Mine would.
All right,
Mine
now.
would.
It's
Like,
all pepper.
Well, don't have them.
Date
Don't sit in
pepper,
that chair,
lay with
Brandon.
pepper,
I mean,
home with pepper, everything.
I just got what you said.
I was about to say, don't sit in that chair and have her clink that. that
Don't have her eat her cereal with her milk separately.
I went to, after I saw Get Out, I went, what's that, the Bad Girls Club, Tanisha, that picture where she's drinking her coffee at the kitchen. That's how I was looking at white people the day after I saw that movie. I was just like, bitch,
and all of them's not
bitch, what you
bad.
doing? What you doing?
Seen
all of them not bad. I mean, you have some that are decent, but
So is anybody in your group white at all?
In my group.
In your group of friends?
I haven't had a genuine white friend since middle school.
Yeah. I got like
Freshman year of high school.
associates, and I have nothing
we
against
associates,
it.
yeah.
I had a bunch of white friends, and I think for me, we moved out the hood my last month, 5th grade year. We moved to Cobb County in Douglasville. So I grew up with like a whole bunch of like diverse whites and Mexicans, and I had a lot of white friends. And I think for me, I had the negative effect of being around a lot of white people is because like I'm just now becoming woke on the issues that black people go through. I feel like I lived in a bubble for so long, and then it's like, damn, like, I didn't even know people still rob people and shit because, like, I never experienced that because of the environment that I lived in and the people I was around. So now it's like I'm coming up to, like, realization that black people are treated differently than white people.
That's all I knew. I stayed in Clayton County, Georgia.
Oh, yeah, you was getting
I was in I lived in Jonesboro, I didn't live in Forest Park. That's, child. I live in Jonesboro, Stockbridge, Rex, Morrow. That's Clayton County, all right there for you. I grew up gunshots every morning, waking up. Somebody done stole my mama something, done stole this and stole that. I went to an all-black high school. We had like 4 white people. And, you know, it was just like, it's the experience that you just, you know, you go like, I wasn't woke until, 2 years ago. And I had all this blackness. But I didn't know what it was. You know, growing up, Clayton County was more diverse when I was younger. I had a lot of white friends. I had white people, you know, white sleepovers, go to the house. We'd be cool, you know, bland food, all that good stuff, you know. And then the older I get, I'm experiencing more of a diverse culture, but I'm just now getting to a point where I understand who I am as a African American man and my culture. I didn't have that experience until I got to college and met new people, and dealt with new experiences. And it was hard.
See, that's so crazy to me because I've been in a situation where in high school I went to performing arts school, so again, very mixed.
You was in Tampa.
Yeah, I was in Florida. So, and it could be just the cultural difference of me being in a different state as well. But I graduated from high school, went to HBCU, and I was in culture shock from all the black people. Just because I wasn't used to that. I was used to being the only black guy in my AP honors classes to being, oh, well, now you're in a slew where everybody was in the honors class and AP class. Like, you're not the only one. And that took some getting used to, too. And it took me a while to find my niche and, you know, of course, discovering things about myself and things like that to be able to find that comfortability level within that group. And even now, I think I still struggle because I just don't feel like... Sometimes it's hard to feel, and, you know, I might be touching some nerves, accepted in the black culture. It really is. Just because growing up, being called Oreo, you act white, you talk white, you dress white, where was that welcome? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been welcomed into the black community until I, you know, just kind of made it, just understood what it was and just accepted for what it was and moved forward and just kind of...
But that's one part of, you know, the black community, whatever that may mean. But another part, like me, I'm a part of the black community. Brother, you could be green, brother. You want to identify with me? We cool. it don't matter to me.
But that's
not everybody.
If you right, but I'm saying there are people like that. We always focus on the negative, but the positive is there's people out there. She wouldn't care what you were. She wouldn't care. He wouldn't care. He wouldn't care what you were. So it is. I mean, there are people out there that don't care. There are people that don't want to accept you. I mean,
fuck them.
F them. Yeah, fuck them. At the end of the day.
But I mean, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like for me, I really didn't want to get into this topic like the first episode. But before I was called the nigga, I was called a faggot by a black person. So it's kind of hard to sit here and be like, oh yeah, these are my peeps, when at the same time you get judged and like crucified for being yourself by your own black people versus white people.
Your own family. Like, I've always felt like the black sheep of my own family. Family reunions.
Likewise.
Like,
Ooh, Avery, you hitting me because you like, no, this is, I can see my nephew in you. Like, that's where he is. They're out in, Hiram, Paulding County, and all of his friends are pretty much white. Whereas he has my oldest nephew, all his friends are, well, he probably has more of a mixture of friends. But I just see him in you, and it's like, okay, this is what he's going to have to deal with.
Yes, and it's and I'm not saying woe is me or anything like that, but it really catered to a lot of the depressions and things like that I went through later in life because I almost didn't feel accepted anywhere at any group. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I filled in with the white people and told my mom I like this white girl, it was like, ooh, well, But then going to family reunions where I'm with my cousins, like, oh, I don't know any of these songs. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he doesn't know the songs at the family reunion. He was just like, with us.
Yeah, and it's just like, and then you just end up hanging with the older people, and it's like, okay, stay out of grown folks' business, and then you just alone. So definitely, if you haven't already, it sounds like you can notice it. Reach out to him because it's
love on that baby.
Yeah, it's hard.
And I just think you should just love, when you have children, you should just teach them to love no matter the color or you know what I'm saying? Because that's how I am. I love everybody. But until you rub me the wrong way, then I'm like, You know what I'm saying? Because I treat everybody the same, even Caucasians. It doesn't matter, African, so Africans or whatever, because Africans can be rude to us too. So it's just a lot,
And they hate Americans, African Americans, because they feel like we're unappreciative of our opportunities.
But that's true though, because they come over here and excel. And it's like some people that's been, African Americans that's been here still lollygagging and stuff like that, but then they become doctors and all of that. So I understand why they can be upset, but you can't be mad. I mean, if people want to...
Because at the end of the day, it's a different culture.
I feel like I can really, connect with anybody, with most, any race. It don't matter who it is, but, most of I don't really got a lot of black friends. I got, I'm going to call my friend, this is my circle, and he's my brother. His best friend that we all clicked up. Like, so most of my friends are black, but I feel like I can just communicate and I can vibe with any culture. I like different stuff too. Island people, white people. I love my Mexican people, Spanish, all that. So I just vibe with everybody. But most of my friends are probably like Mexican mixed or black though.
Now my friends talk about me because my inner circle, what I call them, and even the surrounding circles, they are black. But I like to live in a mixed community. I like to lay my head at night in a mixed community versus
all black.
All black.
Let's just keep it real.
And some would see that as being bougie, and I don't understand that.
Yeah,
it is right. Because the community I live in Decatur, and it's good Decatur and bad Decatur.
I would say, I live
in my section where
what's good? Because I'm not from here, so I don't know what's good Decatur and what's bad Decatur.
Just take a ride down Memorial.
You just gotta ride through and see. If you go further, like from the inner part of, you go in the outer part of it, it's definitely nice out there. Wow. But I stay in a community where it's majority black people, but I don't get all the violence and this and that. It's still a good community. Like, I stay next to people who go out and talk to their neighbors. They introduce themselves to us, and that's what we don't get a lot. We look at our neighbor, they move in, what the hell they got going on? They got going on this and that. In other neighborhoods, they gonna go, hey, we got a cake for you. My name is Marilyn. What's your name? My daughter's 4. They can play together. We got to get more of that in our community everywhere. We got to know our neighbor.
You better speak it.
Right.
That's good.
But I also think it depends. Like, for me, I really wasn't exposed to black urban neighborhoods. It sounds so bad.
Wait a minute, you said you went to Pebblebrook.
I'm from the hood.
I was a PA kid, so I went to Pebblebrook.
But were you bussed in?
Bust in, yes.
Yes, but
I wasn't
still.
district.
There was trying to say though.
I wasn't district. It was called District Kids in PA. I was a PA kid. I got off that bus. I hung with them white people and the Asians. Went to PA classes. Went home. But what I'm saying is, like, now I say by Ashby train station. If you know Ashby, that's Vine City, the Bluff. I like that area. I had no problem with it. I love being with my black people. I felt like myself. Like, I felt welcomed. But, you know, some people, one article that I read was like, the reasons why the black urban neighborhoods don't have money is because once people get money, they move out. And that made so much sense. If we build up our own communities, our communities would be just as great as Kennesaw or wherever the hell else that we consider to be white and bougie.
If we build it up, because somebody else coming in, taking over, and pushing all of us out.
Like what's going on now.
That's what's going on.
Because everybody like to come in, oh, this is a mess. Straighten it up and make all the people that we got there push their ass out.
Because sometimes it's those people who messing it up, though. That's
but sometimes the people depend on that alone. Don't be kicking out my
it's a double-edged sword.
It is. It really is. Because I live, like I said earlier, I live on the outskirts of Bankhead.
Bankhead, where's on
on the good side of the tracks, I guess. Like around the corner, you'll be right on South Cobb. So my neighborhood is very more so the minorities, income based. You know, it is what it is. I feel comfortable. I feel safe. I've never had to feel like I had to like watch my back, but at the same time, like I've lived my life very like I've been in a really crazy situation. So I don't feel like I need to watch my back because I've experienced it, I guess. So that's just, you know, and I mean, everyone's like, I just met my neighbor like a couple days ago, you know, and neighbors across the hall were moving in, and I kind of helped them with a couple things, but that's my personality as myself. So it just really depends on how these people out here are. Like some people, I speak, hey, how you doing? Coming up and down the stairs. Nothing.
But do you think our community gonna ever change? Because I'll be looking at this, our community be like, Lord have mercy.
No.
I'm gonna be dead by the time because you say if one person changed, it's gonna take a whole.
No,
see the thing is, it's just like it's just like I see it's a lot of separation within like our community as like you got the light skin, dark skin battle going with black people. You got 80 babies. Other neighbor, they don't care if you 90, 80 baby. You just trying to big your people up. It's just too much separation between our people. It'll be Facebook. Now they got the and I'm from Macon, so they got the gay people calling out all the straight guys that, you know, they don't slept with and stuff like that. Like, they just keeping the drama. Like, we doing it to ourselves. Yeah. At the end of the day, like, it's crazy. Like, dudes on the down low in these guys' inbox, they know it's a guy, but they got wife and kids and all that. Like, it's crazy. And I know it's in Atlanta, too. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Try, that's a sport in Atlanta. They got the gold medal, silver, bronze. They be out here. Hey, bro, I slept with him last week. Bitch, me too.
And they live off that.
They
my
love
thing
it.
is, there's no power in petty. That's how I feel.
Hold
there's
on,
no
now,
power.
You know,
Hold on.
That means what you classify as petty, because there's some people that millionaire that's petty as a motherfucker.
Yes.
But there's no power in that.
But
You sit
power
here with
might be-
all
they
that
got that
money.
shit.
Yeah, they power might be classified as money. Power is what you make it. What do you classify? What do you want it to be?
That is a word, though. What he just...
And that's what you take it. I mean, you got the show power, and you got different people in the show power that's going for they own different. Kanan want to get the money. Dre want to get the club. You got he want to be the plug. Tommy want to be he just want to be the successful business black man from the hood. You know, everybody going for their own different sets of power.
That's true. But I think
It's a TV show. I'm over here asking, are these real people?
You never seen Power?
Let's not talk about who ain't seen Power.
I knew what you were talking about.
I'm over here like, is these real people? 'Cause y'all know I don't know my blackness. I'm learning. So I was like,
find
wait.
this one real quick.
Can I get your login? Give me anybody out there want me to watch
What about
Power?
Empire?
Give me a login.
You never see Empire?
I'm behind on this last season, but it's getting a little boring.
No, Empire really good though. I like it.
I enjoy Empire.
I like music, so you know, it's just.
But, okay,
We gotta support all black people.
Well, if y'all trying to support black people, Insecure airs on Sunday night.
But not to speak on Empire music, it do this.
But
Yes, it's all over
it's
the
fit
place.
for the show. Like, they rapping about what they're going through, and it's like a musical. You gotta look at it from a creative aspect.
As a straight person, I find this amazing that you like Empire and like Scream.
Yeah, I like music. Yeah, I like the storyline. They mix the music with it. This is what I want to do. The music. So
See, I love Star, but
do
not
too.
everybody on.
I like Star, but
I love HBO. They got
I
Sex
feel
in
like
the
Queen
City,
Latifah's hair
HBO
department.
After Dark, real
It's
sex.
wig after wig after.
Queen Latifah hair department is starting to get together.
But the music
Call
is
somebody.
good. I think the
Handle her,
talent is
please, next
good.
season.
Oh, y'all talking about the TV? I need to just shut up. I thought y'all was talking about the networks.
The stars.
I like HBO.
HBO. All right, so our next segment, or one of our segments, I guess you can say, is going to be Ask the Panel. Send your questions to the panel, atlpodcast@gmail.com. So my first question came from a friend of mine who is going to remain anonymous. She was talking to this guy, and the sex was good. They started off strictly as friends, right? Well, friends with benefits. Anyway, so friends with benefits, he fucked her good. It was good sex. One day she finds out that he's bisexual. So she asked me, should she stop talking to him because he's bisexual? And if she did, should she feel wrong?
Go ahead, LaKenya.
No, I think definitely like he wrong, because like that you should be able to decide if that's what you want to venture into. Like it's a step, like that's something usually. This is you. This is what I know is you. If you something else, then like I wouldn't deal with that. You should give me that choice. Like it's just like with a dude like having sex with a transvestite. Like, nah, I don't want. Nah, like that's crazy. Like, nah, like.
But this is different though, because y'all are just fuck buddies. He don't owe you to tell you that he's bisexual.
Yeah.
I mean, when would that conversation even come up, though?
Why would it?
Well, I'm saying, what's your name? What you do for? What's your interest? You know, that's something I feel like. It's just like with you. All right, so for instance, if you said that maybe you would date somebody with some type of, would you want them to tell you that up front, or is that something that you want them to tell?
No,
It's
I
not.
can answer all the questions. If the friend wasn't so busy about getting a nut, she would have asked. When I have sex with people, I ask, what's your HIV
that ain't something
status?
you ask on the
But
first date,
you're
though.
only in a friends with benefits situation. You just trying to fuck. You don't really care about what they do. You didn't even ask if they had HIV. You don't ask if they had a baby mama. So it shouldn't matter to you if he's bisexual or not, because if it would have,
But
you would have asked
in my
her first.
situation, I mean, I don't care if she's bisexual or not. You like men, you like women. I mean, it's a win-win for me.
Exactly. At that moment, he likes your pussy, so he likes women. I don't see why it's a problem.
But it would be it's different with a man, though. It's totally different.
But why is it different, though?
Ooh, these
That's that double. Thank you.
The world just do that. They just do that.
No.
I mean, me personally, if I was heterosexual, I wouldn't want a bisexual man. That's just me.
But
If
a
I was
bisexual girl.
heterosexual,
What about a bisexual?
I don't want a bisexual woman either.
Okay.
That's just me.
Now, okay. I'm gonna be devil's
Give me the
advocate
choice. Okay, go ahead.
for the bisexual. I ain't bisexual.
Oh.
We do have somebody bisexual,
Yes,
so.
we do.
The pussy's not my friend. But
Have you ever had pussy before?
I got
I'm
something.
fucking dead.
Can we get, what's the advice, though?
But for me, I feel as though there are some bisexuals that I have known in my life that are kind of like, all right, I'm messing with everybody. Shoot, boom, boom, boom. But there are some people who are like, when I'm with you, I'm with you, and I'm chilling with you. But I also agree there should be a conversation. Only if you feel
Because y'all are friends with benefits.
The first talk.
I've had a friends with benefits situation, and I told him, once you feel like you want to venture out and date and have sex with
So you in the committed friends with benefits situation.
it has to be a committed. This is
we're talking.
These are my
just have a
rules.
conversation.
If we're gonna do this,
So that's what you would say, but she didn't do that. So she can't fault him for keeping something from her that she never asked.
she
How?
Yes,
Because it's her body.
It
That's
wasn't an
her
upfront conversation, so she can't be 100% mad.
Exactly.
that's
You just saying this man for dick.
She can be a little upset about
That's a
it.
conversation you should definitely have that conversation.
I mean, hey, what? I want
before you take it to a sexual level, you should definitely.
That's not a conversation
know.
That's not your business.
We're about to have sex about tomorrow.
I'm scared me out. Quick question about the question. How often they fucking? That's the situation. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's.
If it's a wham bam, thank you, ma'am, I see you when I see you, it don't matter.
No, they keep having sex. This is.
They've been having sex.
Yeah.
And I should have said this.
Okay.
The problem that she has now is that she was starting to catch feelings for him.
That's right.
So that's where the problem came from. That's my whole thing. Is
I don't care if she did have feelings. If he's somebody bisexual, I would be upset.
Right, so you I think you said you wouldn't date one of y'all said y'all wouldn't date a bisexual man.
I would.
You would date a bisexual
I have no
man?
problem.
Oh, okay.
I'm Sakura myself.
Of course.
and I think you have that right, but I think if you having a friends with benefits and all y'all relationship is y'all only talk when y'all trying to fuck, how can you want to know more about his life when you never asked?
Because I want to know if that's your sex partner, you want to know everything sexual about that person.
Yes.
If y'all fuck buddies, if you got a person,
If you
want
should
to
have
be
asked what their HIV status was, how many partners they should have been.
Yeah.
I mean,
right, but I'm just saying.
She just didn't.
But if it's something out of the norm.
But also, if it's a friend with benefits, people get all this confused.
Thank you.
If that's your fuck buddy, that's your fuck buddy, and that's period. Thank you. Y'all don't have them conversations.
Yeah, anything dealing with sex,
cool.
I should know
I'll be there
everything
and
about it.
But see,
Come on.
if you're not, thinking about that,
if you're
though.
my sex partner and we just screwing, you should tell me if you're gonna screw somebody else. Because
I don't owe you that.
no,
Girl, I
would discuss that. I would discuss that though.
If we are just fuck buddies, I'm gonna assume you're doing your thug thizzle. I'm
Sleeping with you, sleeping with her.
Because it's not like you're having sex every day. You gotta be
fuck buddy.
As a fuck buddy, you can smash whoever. You don't got no title. You don't got no title to that.
No.
Listen, I'm coming
look.
straight up front with this person though. I'm gonna tell him
Okay.
up front now. Then he can say,
Right.
no, I don't want to mess with you.
Right.
This is what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't want to
That's
have
true.
multiple. If I'm screwing you, I just want to screw you.
Right.
I'm gonna come front
You
up.
should definitely know.
And
That's fine.
That's
I feel like she should have had the conversation at first, but she can't be mad that she didn't
She
ask.
can feel some kind of way.
Sometimes
She can.
Sometimes you gotta have I guess sometimes you gotta have the sex first to figure out if it's worth even going to that next level.
No, I agree with him. I agree with Hugo.
That's because you had
I
that
mean,
man.
in another train of thought, that would make sense, you know.
It does make sense.
It ain't my train of thought, but you know.
Why would I divulge everything to you when it's just like, oh well, we're not gonna do this again? So.
Fucking, I don't owe you my
Listen,
whole
y'all,
backstory.
y'all
I don't owe you my pussy and dick back.
Listen, y'all
If you
You gotta pull that up. You gotta pull up that whole fact.
Listen, y'all
And
just
see
can't get
what's
sex,
up.
but you can die from that. Like, you
Right.
can get diseases. It's a lot of
Right.
stuff out there. You can't
Okay.
just say just sex.
But
let me say-
It's important.
But let me say this: if she was thinking about dying, why did she automatically start thinking about dying when she found out he was having sex with another male? She should have been thinking about the death, thinking he having sex with other
Yeah, I feel
females.
sorry
It's
about
only a
that.
problem because he's having sex with another male. That's the only thing you don't like. If he was having sex with other women, you wouldn't care.
What wouldn't? Well, she's a fool.
Yeah,
I would.
I would too.
I mean, I think it's just
Because one night of a nut, you can lose your
was
life.
she at?
That whole like.
It don't matter.
That's just.
it's a difference between.
But for advice, leave him, girl. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Don't let that go.
'Cause I
And you
found
catch
out
your feelings. That's a danger zone anyway. Let him go. Leave
Well,
him
she
alone.
know the next time that she want to have it, she could just ask him up front, like, you
Yeah.
bisexual? Now she know.
Now
so
she
this
know.
is a lesson.
That's
That's not a normal
that's
question that a
what you
female
mess
should ask. I don't think
I'm gonna
that's
ask
a
him.
normal.
This is Atlanta, so you gotta ask them.
I mean, you gotta ask, but I feel like if you find out the man that you've been just fucking, not somebody that you married, somebody that you dated, someone that you've been fucking, you only hit up to fuck. You can't be mad if you find out he's bi. You can't, because y'all was just fucking. That's y'all relationship was fucking, getting dick and getting your pussy ate. That was it. Like,
But I mean, she's still a person though with a heart and feelings. So I can understand her feeling a certain kind of way. Like just the other day, Facebook told me my ex is in another relationship. I felt a little bit of a way.
Why you here for here?
I felt a little bit of a way.
thank you.
I offered my ex
Because I want them to see that I'm doing good.
Yeah,
That's why I don't
right.
delete.
For him, his mama, his sister,
Delete is
his other
petty.
sister, his grandma,
Delete
his
is
uncle.
petty. Remember,
He
there's no
is
power
petty. I
in
want you
petty.
to see that I'm good.
I'm good,
Basically.
right?
Nah,
So
I
I even
If
felt a little
Facebook
bit of
told
a
you
way.
they was even
and
better.
and I don't even want to
If
be
that
with you.
nigga
But I
happy,
felt a
God
little
bless
way
you,
for
praise the Lord.
Because
an
at the end
hour
of the day, you
or
have
two.
over here.
feelings.
Sitting on my J
It's
Day
like,
as a
oh,
Exactly. That's just human nature.
Human nature.
Leave him alone.
Walk that walk to the other side.
All right, well, I guess that's the advice for the show. What do you say? Did everybody give
What's
up?
the question again?
He would
It
date
don't
a bi
matter.
female.
Should she leave him alone, and should she feel bad if she leaves him alone because he's bisexual?
Nope,
I think if she don't want to deal with a bisexual man, she should have that decision to make.
Absolutely.
In the beginning of the relationship. Huh?
You have any homeboys who are bisexual?
My cousin he was bisexual.
Okay. What happened? I don't believe. That's a whole.
He died. So yeah, he's not bisexual.
I say that laugh back.
No, it's all good.
I thought it was.
You eventually end up with one person though, so it could have been was bisexual, but you found.
But you just give that person that choice. Like if they feel so strongly about it, if they love you, they'll stay with you. If they don't want to deal with it, you can't don't sneak it in. Don't do it and then be like, well, this, I'm this and this happened, this and that. Like now you just snuck it.
I feel like
keep it 100.
She can leave him alone if she's not for it. She shouldn't feel bad, but I think she can't be mad at him for not telling her.
But what if she's not a fan of anal sex at all? Like maybe she don't like it herself.
That has nothing to do with it because.
But I mean, just the thought of it just makes her just want to just bomb it or something. I'm just saying, like
that's real, though.
the whole
because that's what
the
the
whole
females
thought
are
of
thinking
it.
about anyways. Oh, you take it up your ass.
Right. That's the thing.
Even so,
You're not as masculine as you came off to be to me.
Right.
Well, if that's such a problem for you,
He could be, but the thought of him, the sexual things that he's doing with another man, that's not masculine.
He putting it in her coochie. She mad.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You give that person the benefit of the doubt of knowing what you're doing before you take it there with them.
In the words of Jocelyn, I
on the other hand, I can't personally.
I believe
On the other hand,
she shouldn't feel bad.
No, because that's not what you into. You're not for
She
it.
shouldn't feel bad, but she can be a little mad. She can be a little mad. Can't be big mad. She can be a little mad.
What if they take you from just a fuck? What if they take you from just a sex partner to maybe she's into that? Maybe y'all can just take it to the next level then.
She into what?
She's into bisexual men.
So y'all gonna
There's men out there that enjoy men and women penetration.
Because you never know. What if she said, "Hey, I'm feeling you," and he'd be like, "Oh, I feel you too." Then obviously,
and you like
then just settle with.
But at the same time,
right.
if y'all are just fuck buddies, they don't owe you that. Your
I
fuck
agree.
buddy, unless you ask these.
how many fuck buddies turn into a marriage, a full blown relationship?
None.
It always start off, we just fucking now we got 3 kids. We just bought a house.
yeah,
I think that was a mistake.
It was too good. It was a mistake. They happy.
it can happen. I've heard it.
Sometimes you grow to be happy.
You get that face, you be still friends with your ex. On Facebook.
Bro, you ever sweet
I have a really bad habit of actually taking steps back with exes. So that particular
sometimes
ex,
you gotta get that old thing
turn
back.
up the mic for this for the next question I'm
it
about
was
to
like a
ask?
second time.
Get that out. That's familiar.
Have you had sex with your ex?
Everybody has.
In their while they're in another relationship.
Everybody has.
Not while they're in a
everybody.
relationship.
That's
No.
karma. We ain't playing with her.
I don't care.
Because she's a bitch.
I don't care. You want to give it back to me? What if I liked it? Like, you ain't going to say no to that.
I mean, but
I don't care if she's in a relationship with somebody else. It was good.
You know,
She going to give it to me. I want it back.
He the side piece.
He's side piece.
Yeah, sometimes you got a relationship where you only talk to the person every 3 months. You go strong, you go good for a month or two. You don't talk to her in 6 months, so then
Question: do she owe you to tell you that she's in a relationship?
No. If you just fuck with it, it don't matter.
But you owe
she can be
a
big mad.
female.
Well, I'm
you
assuming.
bisexual. What's the difference?
What's the difference in what?
What's the difference in her telling you that she's in a relationship versus a male saying that she's telling a female that he's bisexual? What's the difference?
It's 2 different subjects. We're talking about now we going from everybody always try to come with the Rubik. They trying to put pieces together and make it what it ain't. It's 2 different things because this is your sexual preference opposed to are you committed to somebody or not. And that's 2 different things. That doesn't coincide together no type of way. I want to know if you just fucking. I don't give a fuck you in your relationship. I don't care. Like we just fucking. I prefer you in a relationship, not a relationship. We can vary this thing. We can spend a night sometimes. Sometimes we can't spend a night. It's like what up?
You never know. Knock on the every time.
Right? Yeah. If you don't answer, I know he home. I gotta go. Like I gotta go.
Yeah,
Text me at 453.
But see, people will be the side piece because it's less stress.
Yeah.
It's real.
Some people need that no commitment type of relationship.
Then can we just be non-committal? Can we just be homies then? And I just say, hey.
I have women that I was attracted to. We was just friends.
How long did it last?
That you never laid down
I'm still friends. I'm friends with women I have had sex with and I haven't had sex with.
Same here.
I'm a friend with you. I've slept in bed with women and not had sex with them. I wanted to, but I probably didn't want to just push it to the, I don't know, we on that same level. I'm in the bed, but it's like, I don't know if I'm in the bed, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want to get kicked out the bed. You can just snuggle sometimes.
I believe in cuddling. Cuddling is real. It's official.
But sometimes you cuddling, it's like, I already getting kicked out. I'm finna try it. I'm finna try it, man.
I think that is the show. Hugo has ended the show. Everybody want to go around and say how everybody can stalk y'all?
We already said how we gonna say bye.
You gotta tell
your social media handles.
Oh.
Who thought?
Hugo.
If you're looking to take a nice woman out on a date, LaKenya is available. Her social media is. Make sure you pay. Make sure you got a call.
She go to the highest bidder. And you got big. I just need 15%. Nah.
For the love of LaKenya.
Coming up next on the Love of LaKenya.
15 Atlanta guy.
Do not hit my DM.
I love LaKenya.
You can follow me at _LaKenya Morris.
How you spell that for the slow people?
LaKenyaMorris.
Oh, shut up.
That's on IG.
For all available
You can follow.
Single looking.
Oh wow. You can follow Savoi Green at Not Born Yesterday.
Oh,
Okay.
That's it.
not born yesterday.
All right.
Hey, I already let him know. I ain't born yesterday, bitch. Keep it moving.
You can find me, Bryan Anthony Actor, on Instagram, but I am an avid Snapchat user, so you can follow me on Snapchat, Bryan Flyin.
Oh, you better be flying.
First class or no?
First class always.
That's that fly out.
Y'all stupid. I
The
cannot.
context was for other things, but
Ooh.
Hugo, you can follow me everywhere. I surf, spelled with a V, Igloo, Sam, Victor, Robert, Frank. I gotta say that I used to work in call center, so I'm country, so a lot of people be like, what you really said, so I surf with a V. You follow me everywhere, Snap, Twitter, Facebook, you Google, you'll find me.
Okay, guys, y'all can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Leave my Facebook alone. That is for family. A few thoughts that I'm trying to keep a look on to make sure that they ain't killed themselves,
You must love them.
Follow me on Instagram. That is fuck your taco. That is FVCK your taco. I talk a lot of shit on Twitter, so please be prepared.
and that's Bryan with the Y too, not an I.
You lame.
Just thought about it.
You can follow me on Instagram at _Brandon's.universe. I am a YouTuber. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe at Brandon's Universe. I post almost weekly. Look, y'all, life is hard. Follow me on Snapchat. I'm an avid Snapchat user as well. Brandon D. Wallace, WALLACE. I follow back.
All we need is your social, but we got everything.
260-419. And you can follow us, the show, on Facebook at the Panel ATL Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram. I don't know, but you can try to put in the Panel ATL Podcast on Instagram. Hopefully it come up. Send all your email suggestions and ask questions to the Panel ATL Podcast at gmail.com. And that's going to be it, guys.
First episode.
Pop that cherry.